So Paul Blackburn got screwed over once again as the A's lost to the Seattle Mariners 2-1, another low-scoring game. And yeah, like I said, Blackburn, he had an amazing start in this game for the A's, going many innings strong with no earned runs. Kotsay goes to the bullpen that can't hold a lead to save their lives, and the A's lose. It doesn't help that the A's offense in this game is dormant, but at the same time, Oakland, their bullpen needs to figure this out. We're a point in the season where so many of these wins that could have come to us have just been losses because of the bullpen not being able to hold their ground. So yeah, the A's only run of the game was in the top of the first. Sean Murphy got a productive out, a sacrifice fly that brought in the runner from third, and that was hit to right field. Murphy, past two games, he's been racking up some RBI, so that's been good to see, and that brought in Tony Kemp, making it 1-0 A's. There was really no scoring in this game for a while. Seth Brown had a nice double play in the seventh inning, and until Justin Upton gets the game-tying homer off A.J. Puck. I don't know why A.J. Puck is used so heavily. I've never been a fan of A.J. Puck. He's just always choking games for us. That made it 1-1. Justin Upton hits one to left field, just barely clears the wall, and that ties it up. And the Mariners, at that point, sort of just grabbed the momentum from the A's. Upton, that was his 325th homer of his 16-year career and his first homer as a pinch hitter, which is really interesting. Abraham Toro gets a walk-off single off Lou Trevino in the bottom of the ninth. Lou didn't even record an out in the inning. Skybolt, defending it out there, and Toro wins it for the Mariners. Just goes to show that, Lou Trevino, he's been given so many chances, and yet he still cannot find any sort of way of getting a save. The A's in this game had two errors, which definitely cost them. And also, they usually when the A's lose in a game like this, they'll still have a fair amount of hits. They're just, unable to bring around runners on base to score. But in this game, the A's only had 4 hits in this game, opposed to the, Mariners' 8 hits. The Mariners had George Kirby on the mound, who had a very solid start. He went 7 strong innings, only allowing that 1 run that was, of course, early in the game. And he struck out 9 batters, only allowing 3 hits. Now, I did mention Paul Blackburn. He had no earned runs on 5 strikeouts and 4 hits. I think, obviously the A's all-star vote ballot is probably not getting too much momentum considering the, excitement of the team right now, the lack thereof. But I think if and when the A's have an all-star this year, it's probably going to be Paul Blackburn just based on his pitching this year. But unfortunately, a lot of his losses, I believe he has a 6-3 record this year, and I think all 3 of those losses have been mostly I don't know about all 3, but I think 1 or 2 probably have been because of the bullpen, and I also think that some are just not credited to him based on what happens in the game. But for the A's, I guess a couple bright spots. Nick Allen got a hit, and I'm just sort of looking out for these younger guys because I think these are the guys that we need to kind of, take this team to the next era of good A's baseball. It wasn't too long ago where the A's were last place and we were relying on guys like Matt Chapman and Matt Olson in their rookie seasons to take us to the promised land. And eventually they did, which was the playoffs. But, I'm sort of just looking out for guys like Nick Allen and Jonah Bride. Bride wasn't in the lineup today, but good for Nick Allen to get a hit. And hopefully he can keep that up. But the Mariners, they had a solid bullpen performance as well. Kirby allowed the only run, and Castillo and Baruki both were, lights out. So the A's lose to Seattle. They lose the second of the series, or their second overall in the series, but the third overall game. And there will be one more game. The A's will try to tie up the series, and the Mariners will try to win the series. So that's going to do it, guys. The A's lose 2-1 to Seattle. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this game. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, peace out.